this India and UK free trade agreement. But then there are some risks as well. Risk in the sense, we will have to cut tariffs on close to 90% of the goods imported from UK. For example, 85% of these, over the next 10 years, we have to reduce it to zero. That means it's not that every import from UK will be import duty free, 0% tariff. But we will have to reduce tariffs to zero for 85% of the exports coming from UK to India in the next 10 years, which is going to affect our alcohol beverage industry. Although it is going to be a win-win situation for a consumer, but it is going to affect our alcohol beverage industry because we will be importing whiskey, gin from UK, which will attract less tariffs, 75% now, in contrast to 150% tariff that we used to impose till now. Further, what about our farmers who are more vulnerable, because we have been always talking about doubling the farmers' income. If we are going to import lamb, salmon and various other dairy products from UK, it is going to affect our farmer as well, because then these products will compete with our domestic products and ultimately our domestic products may be cannibalized. So that is the risk, that is the concession. And at the same time, it will have an impact because, as I told you, we are dealing and we are holding talks with various other countries for FTA, for example, Chile, Peru, US, European Union. This might become a template that we will have to follow in FTA with US and EU as well. UK is a smaller trading partner for India, but US and EU, these are bigger trading partners for India. And if the same template is applied for EU and US as well, it is going to be a lose-lose situation for India. Because look at the past. For example, Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement that we signed with UAE in 2022. Because of that, the trade deficit has worsened between India and UAE. We have started importing more from UAE than we have exported. Similarly, the FTA that we signed with Australia, it has not also benefited us massively. And if this India-UK free trade agreement is going to be the template that we are following, we are going to follow for EU and the United States as well, it is going to put an additional strain on Indian manufacturers. And if we want a Viksit Bharat, a developed Bharat by 2047, we have to protect our domestic industry, we have to protect our farmers, we have to protect our manufacturers. Because our experience, past experience with such FTAs has not resulted in a much beneficial situation for us. Currently, Indian manufacturing contributes under 2% to global exports. And that is why policymakers in India, whenever they negotiate free trade agreements with EU or US, they have to keep this in mind, that we need to protect and support our domestic industry. That is what this editorial talks about.